Hey, what is going on, Pokemaniacs? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Man, and well, today I'm having some issues with my webcam, so I'm not gonna be doing the intro the way I always do. However, I do want to remind you guys that if you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. So today I bring you the week number 4 of the Spear Pillar Draft Association League, and today we're gonna be facing the Washington Wakes, and their team is made out of the Ursaluna Blood Moon, the Darkrai, the Scissor, the Dragonite, the Quackval, the Screamtail, the Petron, the Chimecho, the Talonflame, and then the other two Pokemon whose name I cannot remember, and I'm not too concerned for those two if I'm being honest. So first and foremost, I think my opponent will be bringing has special attackers, both the Ursaluna and the Darkrai. So with the Ursaluna, it's gonna be really important for me to determine like the move set, because if he's a substitute, it's gonna be really problematic for me. Now the Darkrai, he can be a very huge threat, honestly. If he brings a Darkrai that's choice specs, that's gonna be really bad for me. And so next for the physical attackers, I think my opponent will bring the Quackval along with the Dragonite. Dragonite can be really powerful with the ability multi-scale, because that's gonna cut in half the damage of the first attack that he receives, and he can use that opportunity in order to do a Dragon Dance and then just go for a extreme speed. Next has a support role. I think he's gonna be bringing the Screamtail. She is very fast and can do Encore, and she can do a lot of things. Next has a Terra Captain. I think my opponent will be bringing this thing, the Chimecho. So far, I think that has been like one of the strongest Terra Captains in the entire league, so I don't see why my opponent will not be bringing that thing. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna be bringing the Raging Bolt. I'm gonna go through this like super quick. The Raging Bolt, the Keldeo, the Landorus, because it's been doing an amazing job lately. I will also be bringing this thing, the Corviknight, because the Corviknight can do it can wall the Ursaluna pretty well. For the Terra Captain, I'm gonna be bringing my Miss Magius, and then last but not least, the Kilowatt Roll. And so as a surprise, I'm gonna be bringing the Landorus with the move Fly, so that I can hit the Quackval, because the Landorus does outspeed the Quackval. So I think that's one thing that my opponent will not be expecting. So without further ado, let's go and jump into the battle.
Oh, I'm unbeatable. Walking down this endless highway, nothing but my friends beside me. We'll never give in, we'll never rest. Advanced battle is the ultimate test for me.
Alright guys, so I think it will be better if I lead with my Keldeo right here. I'm not trying to lead with my Nova and be too predictable here. Alright, let's see. So my opponent led with the, oof, this is rough. Oh boy, this is not an ideal start. Alright, I'm gonna risk it and go for a Surf here. I'm not, Brave Bird, dang it. Yeah, that was a really poor choice on my part, honestly. This is not looking good right off the bat. So my Keldeo is gone. What should I do here? Go for this guy? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for my Pie Pequeño right here and then do a substitute. Alright, so there's the Protosynthesis. That's gonna raise my attack. Like I said, right here, I'm gonna substitute. Yeah, I think I should have gone for my Pie Pequeño like earlier on turn 1 and not sacrifice my kill deal the way I did. My thought process was that my opponent was gonna predict some type of switch and he was gonna go for a fire type move, but yeah, he did not. He played it safe is what I'm trying to say. Alright, more than likely he's gonna go for what, the Petron? Peach, yep. Let me go for a Dragon Pulse right here. Malignant Chain. Ooh, how much is that gonna do? Oh, it's gonna, I mean, alright, that's gonna be enough to break the substitute here. How much is this gonna do? Alright. Solid amount. Let us Thunderbolt here, because I think that Thunderbolt is going to be enough for the kill. Malignant Chain, alright. Is that going to get the poison? It won't. Alright, hopefully this is going to get the kill. Oh, it did not. Dang it. Is he going to go for a recover? Let's Dragon Pulse here. I think he's gonna go for the recover. Yeah, he will. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, that's gonna get what, 50? Oof. Oh, dang it. Alright, should I substitute here? Nah, I'm gonna Thunderbolt. Malignant Chain, alright. Oof. Alright, this is gonna get the kill right here. I'm not in an ideal position, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, I think my opponent was really counting on the poison and then on the confusion. Alright, Dante, who is that? The Darkrai? Yep, there it is. Should I Thunderclap? Or what? Yeah, let me Thunderclap. If he goes for a nasty plot, I'm gonna be very upset. Thunderclap. Alright, how much is that gonna do? Alright, that does a good amount. There's the Ice Beam, fair enough. Unfortunately, it's a spit tie with my Nova. I'm trying to think. Alright, I'm gonna go into my Lucius right here. I'm gonna Terra and then do a Draining Kiss right here. Oh, he's gonna withdraw. Dang it, who is he gonna go for? Oh, you know what? He might be the Choice Scarf. Yeah, he's gotta be Choice Scarf. Alright, so that is some really good intel for me. Alright, that unfortunately that's not gonna do much. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta stay in. Or should I go for my Landorus here? You know what? I think I'm gonna risk it and go for my Brion right here. Yeah, I don't wanna lose my Miss Magius so early. Alright, that's not gonna do much. And then on the other hand, that's gonna cause a lot of damage. So there it is. Recoil plus the Rocky Helmet. Should I Roost? Nah. What should I do here? Let me U-turn. Yeah, I don't want to Roost because my opponent might go for a U-turn. Oh, or he could Roost himself. Alright, that is very smart on my opponent's part. Boom, there's that. Alright, I think this is the perfect opportunity for my Landorus to come in. Should I? Yeah, I think so. Alright, there's the Landorus. I do get that Intimidate off right here. But I'm actually gonna go for my Brion once again. Yeah, I was gonna go for the what is it? The Rock Slide, but I don't want to break the sash just yet. Let's see what my opponent did. Oh, Will-O-Wisp! Thank God I did the switch where I did. Alright, this is not good. U-turn once again or what? Oh my goodness, this is not looking good at all. Yeah, I got a U-turn. Roost once again. Alrighty. So, yeah, this is not looking good. I don't think he's got the Flare Blitz. Alright, let's go for the Landorus right here once again. Oh, you know what? I'm actually regretting this, like, very much. Damn. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I should have gone for the Nova. Alright, to correct my mistake, I'm gonna switch again into the Corviknight and then just U-turn once again. I'm starting to look like a fool right now. This is not the way I was planning this battle to go. Alrighty, right here, let's go for the U-turn once again and then go for the Nova. Fire Blast! That is crazy. So he doesn't have the Flare Blitz, but he does have the Fire Blast. Okay, right here we're gonna find out if he, I mean, he still has his, what is it? The Ursaluna Blood Moon. Do I Tailwind or Thunderbolt? Or Air Slash? I'm gonna U-turn right here because I think my opponent will go for. Dude, what is going on? Well, I mean, at least now we know that he outspeeds for sure. This is insane, honestly. Oh my goodness, this is going like really bad, honestly. So I did not, this is not what I wanted. I mean, I have to break I have to finish this guy, honestly. Oh, and he's gonna miss the Willow. Wow, that could be like game changing. Alright, good stuff. So down goes this really annoying bird. I want to say that Talonflame has done a lot of damage. Oh, there's the Quackabell. Alright, fair enough. I know that I do outspeed, so I'm gonna do a fly right here. I specifically brought the fly for this particular scenario. If he is Focus Sash, I mean, my opponent would be in a really great position, but he might also go for a switch into the Ursaluna. Alright guys, so from this point on, I'm gonna do a voiceover. I've been having a lot of issues with my computer, and OBS was just acting really weird. So just like I predicted, my opponent switched the Quackabell for the Ursaluna. And honestly, from this point on, everything just went downhill. So I decided to go for my Corviknight right here, and my opponent utilized the opportunity to go for a Calm Mind. Alright, and my opponent's Ursaluna does have the leftovers, which is gonna aid my opponent in recovering some HP. Meanwhile, my Corviknight is just going to be losing HP due to the burn. So that was really bad. The body press does next to nothing. And, you know, again, my opponent is just going to be utilizing this opportunity to use the Calm Mind. And if my opponent's Ursaluna has the Moonlight, it is going to be really problematic for me. Alright, so there's another residual damage due to the burn, and then at this point I decide to do a roost to get some of the HP back. Alright, so there's the wrist, which is gonna get me 50%. And then there is, yet again, one more Calm Mind. At this point of the battle, I'm already like giving up. I'm like, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to defeat this Ursaluna Blood Moon. And he just keeps on getting HP back due to the leftovers. Meanwhile, I'm losing it. So my opponent has a huge advantage right here. And it is at this point in which I'm actually trying to find out what to do here, and I don't want to risk my Terra Captain, and because my Terra Captain is a special attacker, it's gonna do nothing when you compare it to a Ursaluna that has +3 special defense. And right here he utilizes the Blood Moon attack and kills my Corviknight, and you know, he just keeps on getting HP back. And yeah, I mean, at this point there is absolutely nothing I can do, so I decide to, let's remember, I think I went for the Nova right here, did I? Yep, so there's the Nova. But let's be honest, the Nova is not gonna do much here, so all I can do is go for the Air Slash, hoping I do get a flinch, but I find out that my opponent's Ursaluna does have the Moonlight, which is very unfortunate. At that point, I have already given up, and I feel like conceding just for the sake of saving some time, you know? But this does provide some really good intel, and I believe that this Ursaluna has no offensive coverage except for the Blood Moon. Alright, and at this point my Nova goes down, and then I decide just to go for my Miss Magius, aka the Lucius, and it would have been better to keep the Miss Magius as a ghost type. And then at this point, I mean, there is absolutely nothing I can do. Perhaps I should have gone for the Mystical Fire, but I decided to go for the Substitute because my opponent was not going to be able to do a Blood Moon this turn. So he decides to go for the Calm Mind, you know, to keep raising the special attack and the special defense. And alright guys, so here comes the Draining Kiss, and as it was expected, that does absolutely nothing. Alright, and then here comes the Blood Moon. He's gonna break the Substitute of the Lucius. And at this point, you know, like I mentioned, I have already given up, honestly. So I did not find it necessary to, you know, go for another substitute. So I think I went for the Mystical Fire right here just to decrease the special attack of the Ursaluna. Alright, there's the drop, and then I also lose HP due to the Life Orb, and my opponent recovers that with the Calm Mind, so yeah. Alright, here comes the Draining Kiss. Boom, that does nothing. It does help me recover some of the HP back, but it's not gonna help at all. Here comes the Blood Moon, and that's gonna be enough for the kill. And my last Pokemon at this point is the Landorus, so he's gonna come in and pull a miracle for us. Alright, here comes the Land Titan. He will set up the Intimidate, which is pretty useless against Ursaluna Blood Moon because he's a special attacker. And then I'm gonna find out how much an Earthquake is gonna do right here, which actually did a lot more than I thought it was gonna do, but yeah, it's not gonna be of any use because my opponent is just gonna use the Moonlight. So here is the Ursaluna Blood Moon with 100% HP against my Line Titan. At this point, I am really bored, honestly, you know, and I wish that my Land Titan would just go down. And then here comes the Earthquake, that's about 20 to 20%. And my opponent, like, come on, you know, he's just messing with me. He's just dragging this battle a lot. And alright guys, so from this point on, you know, the battle is really predictable. You know, my opponent will either go for a Coal Mine or for a Moonlight to recover some HP. So I do want to thank you all for watching, and I do wish you guys a good rest of your week. Take care. See ya!